All right, 20 card PSA blind reveal here. Just put these in order, as we know PSA does not put them in order for whatever reason. They pressure and push us to put our cards in order for submission, but we don't get it back. A lot of football in this order. There's only 3 cards that are baseball, and they're all at the end. And the football is going to be the usual that you see on the channel. Mid 2000s tops, chrome, finest, things like that. So looks like it's all receivers, tight ends, a lot of Anquan Bolden, normal. Actually, there's only one Anquan, it's this one. Randy Moss, Marvin Harrison, some golds, Gronkowski, Fitzgerald. There's a Breeze and Brady near the end, but then we have the biggest card, which would be Manny Machado. Orange refractor, rookie card, and Mike Stanton rookie card, and a Desert Shield Clark, which is for the PC. So there's no true 10s on this order. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards that I have favoring the 10 side, but I don't have anything. Sometimes I'll have a true 10. So starting us off, 2003. This is his rookie year, Anquan Bolden, in a pristine tops. These are hard to gem. This came out of an uncirculated case, and I was scared with the centering. As you can see, that logo towards the edge compared to like that corner with the logo, that one's closer. And I was scared the centering is going to be off. So that's why I put 10 or 9 or 10, because centering could be off. But I have it favoring 10, and it hit a 10. So that's a good start off. These are numbered out of 499, the refractors. So we'll get the 10 pile going right there. And 2004. This is a beautiful set, actually. Numbered 69 out of 100. These are black refractor. Reggie Wayne, most likely, possible future Hall of Famer. Let me know in the comments if you think different or if you think so. Also, let me in the comments what's your favorite card out of all these cards that you're about to witness, which you would like to maybe have in your collection. I have 9 or 10 outright. It's a toss-up on this, and it hit a 9. As we know, black refractors are very difficult to gem out. I felt pretty solid on this. Just looking at it, the centering looks pretty solid. Maybe a touch high. How you go on centering is basically the top of the Colts font. That top, I wish I should get it like a pencil or something so I could. Next time I'll be a little bit more prepared. But it's all shifted up, I think, because that's a little touch thicker down there on the bottom of his name towards that bottom edge. But still a big card out of 100. They're relatively difficult to find anything out of 100 these days, especially when it's 10, 20 years old. So almost 20. All right. 2006 finest. Color matching. You got to love color matching. Blue refractor. These are numbered out of 299. Marvin Harrison, already Hall of Famer. And it hits, I have a 9 or 10. It's a toss-up again. 10. So that's good to get on that side of those two numbers. You gotta love color matching. Everyone's a sucker for color matching, so that's an easy liquid sell. Not quite sure if I'll keep it. If you do see any cards, they might end up on the eBay store. And also, I was supposed to mention in the earlier in the start of the video, I'll be putting comps. You've already seen them by now. If there's any fluid comparable comp related pricing. All right, 2006 red refractor. A little bright on the red. I think this was an uncirculated case as well. I have this on the 10 side, favoring. I have a 9 or 10, but 10 basically is underlined, and it hits the 9. So a little low, possibly a little to the left. I know it's sitting to the left in the case, but it's all right because we have another Marvin Harrison 2006 red refractor. And on this, I have the same thing, 9 or 10, and it hits the 10. So we are flip-flopping back and forth. Happy to be almost doing that. I mean, a 50% on any Topps Chrome gem rate is, we know Topps Chrome is very difficult to grade. I have this, I should have this straight 9. I'm not quite sure why I have this as a 9 or 10. Maybe it's just so clean and crossing my fingers that it will hit a 10. 2007, I love this set. A lot of good picture photography in this set. Actually, all mid-2000s Topps Chrome had pretty good photography among their sets. So this one hit the 9. So we are continuing the flip-flop. These are numbered out of 139. A lot of red in this submission. All right, a 2011. And I have this as a 9 or 10 as well. But if I remember right, there was a strong print line. There it is. You can see it. Right across his, like, eye level right there. Going into his eyes. Let's see if I can get back. You probably saw it. I saw it a second ago. Now I'm not going to be able to replicate it. But there you go. You can see it pretty strongly right there. All right. And it hit a 9. Most likely due to that. So I wanted to send it in either ways. Randy Moss cards sell. They're very fluid. But that card, the Niners jersey, Titans jersey, it's Raiders jerseys, they don't do so well compared to, obviously, Vikings and the good old New England Patriots uniforms. But prisms are difficult to find because they're so low numbered. I think 216 is the pop. Try to turn this around. Not the pop, this print run. Serialized. This one I have as a 9 or 10 flat out toss up as well. I'm seeing some kind of mark right there, so it's definitely going to hit the 9. I just noticed that. I don't know if you could see that right above, and also there's that print line, as we can see. So both those components, but see that mark right to the right? It's not even, it's just like an imperfection in the printing. It's nothing on the card. It's actually just matted into the print, the stamping. So onto the non-pile he goes. Larry Fitzgerald. It's a big name, number 2 receiver pretty much of all time. Many would kind of argue against or for based on stats alone. 2013 Sepia out of 99. And this being a 9 or 10 as well. And it hits an 8. So there was something that I missed. But I'm not going to dissect it. But they obviously saw something that I overlooked. All right. And then we have another 2013. This is the camo. Numbered out of 499. Again, 9 or 10 on this bad boy. And I hit a 9. All right. Antonio Gates, future Hall of Famer next year. Most likely first ballots. I would be shocked if that was not the case. 2013. A lot of 2013 all of a sudden here. A blue wave refractor. These are not numbered. And I have this, of course, being a 9 or 10, and it hit the 10. So that's a nice color matching. Would you consider that color matching? I mean, they do the powder blue. Obviously, he's not wearing the powder blue uniform, but that would be closer than the navy blue. But regardless, Hall of Famer 10 right there. Not quite sure if I'm going to start a Antonio Gates collection. I am definitely starting a Rob Gronkowski collection. I have quite a few cards I would like to submit. I know they're not going to gem, but they are very difficult cards to find. So to get those slabbed up would be a goodie. 9 or 10 on this bad boy. Yes. We'll go with that. Trying to find it over there amongst the list. And it hit a 9. All right. Adrian Peterson, is this color matching? It is black refractor out of 299. And This I have a 9 or 10 as well. There was a couple cards, looks like the Randy Moss and one of the Larry Fitzgeralds, I had stronger on the 9 side, which I overlooked and didn't mention prior to reveal. But this is a flip of the coin, being a 9 or 10, and hit the 10. Good to see on that. Looks like this case unfortunately got a little marked up. That's unfortunate. I can't tell. Yeah, it's in the case. I can feel it. So, fortunately, somehow that got nicked. See if you can see it. See it? Like goes right across all the way up. Some kind of scratch or something. Fortunately. Thankfully, it's more so just on the label and then just a little bit right there. So it's not detracting away too much from the card, but nice to have a 10. All right, I see out of 50, so that means gold refractor. My face is just right in the reflection of this refractor. I have this being a 9, but more favored as a 10. And it hit, you want to take a guess? An 8. Wow. This card was spot on. So I'm not quite sure how that... I remember this card just being phenomenal. So there must have been some kind of imprint, and I'm going to have to review later. But I do remember this card just being... I don't have my magnifying glass, so I'll have to see if I can see anything. But yeah, I do remember this card just being very tasty. So there's another 8, unfortunately. Maybe they're a Raiders fan, or I don't know. Buffalo, Jets, any East team that the Patriots beat up in the playoffs. I only say Raiders because there was the tuck rule and all kinds of other stuff with them in a sense. All right, 2014 Finest Blue Refractor out of 99. I have this just a straight up 9 or 10 and hit the 9. All right. A Drew Brees 2015, not a desirable set, just based on the design. These are numbered at a 99, the sepias. I have this as a 9 and favored to be a 10, and it hit the 10. So that's good to see. Keeping the pre-grades pretty close. Not quite sure what happened on that gold there. All right, a Tom Brady. Picked this up at a local card show, most recent card show actually, Montana, Missoula, back in, I think it was April 1st, April Fool's Day was when the show was. So filming this mid-May now. All right, 2020, it's numbered out of 50. Straight up just Donruss paper, gold press proof. I have this being a solid 9, and it hit a 10. So I may have saw something, or maybe I was scared of centering. I'm not quite sure on that, but that's probably any Tom Brady in a 10. People just go nuts for. They get giddy. I'm not a Tom Brady collector, so this might be getting some money back. Probably be doing a video on the breakdown numbers of what I paid for every single card and what I got back. I haven't done one of those in maybe the past two videos of reveals, so maybe we'll break that out for this one, seeing that there's some decent stack of 10s over here. This is the biggest card in the order. I'm not quite sure. I think I paid maybe, I would want to say between 140 and 160 for this card, and I have it being a 9 or 10, and it hit the 10. That is a big card. I'm not quite sure what the pop is. They're not numbered, but color matching, and he's on his way to Cooperstown, ideally, I would say. So that's off to the PC. I don't think I'll get rid of this anytime soon. Maybe sometime down the road once he is on the ballot and enshrined. But that's a big card. That was the biggest card pre-grades and probably the biggest card now. All right, rookie card of Giancarlo Stanton now. Back then, Mike. It's the golds, numbered out of the year, 2010. And I have this hitting a solid 9. And it hit the solid 9. So, must have seen something to get that grade. So, we're all right on the 10s. This is definitely not going to gem. 1991. I'm trying to get, I have a Tiffany, just kind of getting all of the 91. This was a very iconic picture from Will Clark's run of Topps. I think we all probably, if you're a PC Clark fan, maybe seen this or had it, but obviously this is the Desert Shield. We know the population's what, around 3,000 that were printed. So I have this as a solid 7. And it hit a solid 7. My grading's been pretty good lately. Not quite sure on that Danny Amendola. I have no clue what's going on that. This guy was pretty top notch. So that's going to be it. So thank you for joining me on the video today. Hopefully you enjoyed this type of video. Let me know what your favorite card was. Kind of a wide array. I know not a lot of baseball. This channel's primarily football, but I dab into baseball here and there. So yeah, let me know what your favorite card was, and stay tuned for future videos just like this. Consider subscribing if you would like to see more, and I will catch you all in the next video. Take care.